I respected the hell out of him, but he drove me crazy. I can remember playing in the game and he's yelling at me in the game. And I literally stopped and said, will you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to play a game here. Like, it's enough. I'm tired of hearing you whine.
Slid into the skates of the referee. Roenick's mouth bleeding. He's upset that penalties weren't called on several occasions on him.
Wake up already. It's a joke. Wake up. NHL, wake up. Have the referees responsible for their actions too.
Jeremy Roenick. How are you, man?
I'm great. Love being on with you guys. Two of my favorites, actually. Razor, you've been a lot of fun to watching you a lot. And of course, Kami, your hair's a little bit shorter. But Michael, I just love you so much. So it's good to be with you guys, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I gotta say, we talk about personalities. To this day, one of my favorite all-time sound bites in hockey history is you with a swollen, bloody mouth, missing maybe a couple chiclets with a just a dramatic pause with it too. NHL, wake the fuck
up. Well, that was one of my probably the most angry that I've ever been in a National Hockey League game. You're playing in the game. I'm playing in Buffalo for the Flyers, and I get high stuck in the first period and no call, not even one. I go in, I get stitched up for 5 stitches. I come out in the end of the first period, I get high stuck again. I mean, as clear as day, and it cut the same cut. All the 5 stitches came out. I got another 3. So now I have 8
And you're
stitches.
Screaming on the bench, right?
Well, no, not yet. I'm screaming at the referees because I can't even believe it. Then the third period, what really got me, I had 5 stitches. They came out. Now I have 8 stitches. I'm flying around the net. And as I'm flying around the net, the defenseman tries to lift my stick and literally hits me right in the same cut. And knocks them all out again. And the referee whose name was Blaine Angus at the time, that was doing the game, is sitting, looking right in my eyes. I mean, I get high stuck and I catch eye to eye with him, and he sees it, and he doesn't do anything, almost like a fuck you to me. And I skated by him, and I'm bleeding like a stuffed pig. I skate by him and I spit blood at his feet and absolutely motherfuck him, because now I'm sliced up again for the 3rd time in the game, and I have not gotten one penalty call, and I just lost my shit. He teed me up for spitting blood at his feet, and then I get to the bench and I grab a water bottle. And I remember Mark Recchi went up to him at the box, at the penalty box. He says, hey, give the kid a break. He's been sliced up 3 times. He's bloody mess. You haven't called one penalty. And as he said that, I threw the water bottle, and it one bounced and hit Blaine Angus. And Blaine Angus goes, he just hit me with the water bottle. And Rex goes, hey, let's get this game over with. Okay. No more whistles. Let's get the hell out of here. That was it. Yeah. That cost me $90,000 of a suspension for throwing a water bottle.
$90K.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why everybody loves you is you speak your mind, you say it how it is. Maybe give me a couple of coaches, like, I'm not saying roast them or anything but a coach that you liked, and maybe one so much that, that you didn't like so much.
For me, the one coach that I had the biggest love-hate relationship with was Ken Hitchcock in Philly. When you're in a Ken Hitchcock locker room, it's Ken Hitchcock's team, right? And he's one of the best coaches I've ever played for, one of the most brilliant minds that I've ever played for in terms of his hockey knowledge, his ability to work a bench. But he just complained all the time. He whined all the time. And I was one of those guys that liked to have fun. And I wasn't the guy that was, that was stringent in the locker room, that didn't smile. I always wanted to have fun. And he was like, JR, why you always have to be on your own page? And I'm like, because my page is more fun and it's better and it's more exciting, and your page is boring and you just want. So it was just one of those guys. We were like sandpaper. I respected the hell out of him, but he drove me crazy. I can remember playing in the game and he's yelling at me in the game. And I literally stopped and said, will you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to play a game here. Like, it's enough. I'm tired of hearing you whine. But you can't take away how great of a coach Ken Hitchcock was and what he did in the game. He will go down as one of the best coaches of all time. I just wish that he stopped. And he wished I stopped my mouth too. So there wasn't enough air in the Wells Fargo arena for both of us.
Yeah, I had Hitch for a year and a half or so in Columbus, and I same thing with Hitch. I always thought, maybe you'll agree with this, if we could have had Hitch on game day during a game, if he would stay in the fucking locker room and come in the intermission and give his little spiel, and then when everybody else goes out for the game, if he would just stay the fuck off the bench and stay in the coach's room, I don't think he ever would have got fired. Because all of the problems, at least when I was around, was he just got on the bench and would not shut the fuck up. You could be winning the game 5-0, he'd be all over somebody for like doing some minor turnover in the first period.
Yeah, I remember Guy Carbonneau told the story when he was in Dallas the year that they won the cup. He like literally he yelled at the team so much he went off the bench and said, "You guys do your own thing. I'm out of here." And he walked off the bench because the team was sucking so much. All of a sudden the team changed. Yeah. He left. Carbonneau came on, took over the bench, and they came back, and now they were winning. So then Ken came back onto the bench, and Guy Carbonneau goes, "Get the fuck off the bench.
Out of here.
Get off. You're done. Get off the bench. You're not welcome here. You leave us once, you're out." I thought that was like the greatest story ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you like the game now, JR? Do you like the way the NHL is right now?
It's a great question, Razor. Really, that's a great question. I think the game is as talented. I think what these guys can do on blades and what they can do on skates and ice, they're specimens, right? But I just think it's a boring, bland style of game. Everybody can do the same thing. Everybody can shoot. Everybody can skate. Everybody can, there's no physicality anymore. The fighting has been drastically decreased 80% in the game. I am an old school type of guy. I think it does not play well over TV. It's the talent is as good as it's ever been, but how many times you see a defenseman behind the net throw the puck from behind the net all the way up to the blue line, they tip it in and they go chase it. There's very little creativity left in the game. You do have your players like Zegras who are fun to watch. Obviously, Connor McDavid's the best player I think ever to put on blades. He's the most talented player I've ever seen. I'm amazed at their agility and their ability to play the game, but to me, it's just not exciting. I want to see a good fight. I want to see somebody get hit really hard and not have somebody come and fight just because the kid got hit hard. It's part of the game. And I think what the league has tried to do to protect players from themselves, which is okay with the headshots, but these ticky-tack penalties, you slash somebody in the hands, you get a penalty, stuff that doesn't matter in the game. I think they're trying really hard to increase the goals, but now that they have increased the goals, I mean, take out the slashing on the hands penalties, the stupid ticky-tack stuff that you don't need. But so to answer your question, I like it, but I don't love it.